Welcome to our Rolemaster Actual play session. Ain't No Place for a Hero is a campaign set in the world of Duyranaki, the continent of men. A gritty, cutthroat world where politics, sorcery, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Treachery and murder both come cheap, and characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor.
This is episode 156 of Ain't No Place for a Hero. The party have decided to turn their attention back to the secrets of Tarak Nev, and now find themselves exploring the terrible Dead City. We rejoin our heroes with Karios unconscious and in the arms of some foul-winged creature. Hello, my name is Chris, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to our story. The story that we're telling today, you can see its name up on screen. It's called Ain't No Place for a Hero. What is it? It is a tabletop role-playing game. The system that we use, the role-playing system that we use, is an older system, a very old system actually, dating all the way back to the 1980s, and it's called Rolemaster. We have a number of players, a lot of players, characters in play today. 8 of them up on screen, as you can see. Those are the faces of the 8 characters, which is quite large for a role-playing party. We have normally 5 players who play those 8 characters. One of our team, Giles, can't be with us today, and Alex is very kindly picking up, voluntold perhaps. Thank you, Alex, is picking up his character. In a second or so, we'll do as we usually do, always do, which is head to the players of each one of those faces up on screen to learn a little bit more about the character. Before we do, regular habitual thanks to all of the people that subscribe and like and generally follow our games online, either our subscribers or the people that comment on Facebook or any other social media platforms that we have. One just quick note to add. Our other campaign, Twilight of the Old Order, has finished. We played the last session in that game a month or so back in September. We're currently recording on the 9th of December. The 9th of November 2025. Just to note, we are having an epilogue session for that campaign on Sunday, the 12th of December 2025. An opportunity for both myself as the storyteller and critically the stars of the show, the players of that game, to get together to reminisce a little bit, to hear a little bit more about what happened in that game after the camera finishes, because there was a particular moment where that game finished, and I've asked the players to come up with the what happened next element, a bit about what their characters dream about, and just answering some questions. But really an opportunity just to chat about that campaign, which has been running for 6 years. We've put the offer out to a number of the people that follow our videos online, and the offer is to join us for that session, to come along, listen into the session, and then type in any questions you may have as an audience member. So, mentioning that now, if you're interested in taking part in that epilogue session, we'd love to have you. Please be in contact with myself, and you can find all manner of different ways to get hold of me, be it via YouTube or Facebook or email or whatever. Excellent. enough from me. As mentioned earlier on, we now will turn to the players behind the faces up on screen. And today we kick off with Aiden. If Aiden, you're able to join us, you'd mention. Let's see. Yep, he's there. Cool.
Hello. Okay, so I play two characters. The first character you can see on screen is Grey. He's very strong half elf. And the question I'm going to answer for him today is, what is the most elaborate piece of jewelry your character has seen? I don't know if it was a particularly beautiful or like intricate piece of jewelry, but it was a piece of jewelry that a player in the Twilight game wore. Her name was Jada, and it was very intricate in the fact that it held a demon that threatened to engulf us all in fire and death. So that was that was pretty intricate. I don't know what it looks like now that it's been exercised, but yeah, it was very unique.
Excellent.
The second character that I'm playing is called Dennis. He's a little bit worse for wear at the moment, but he'll be there floating in the background. And his question I'm going to answer is, what is the most valuable rare treasure your character has found? And that would be Jamie Lynn's spear. His beautiful new spear, sister spear to his original spear, Brittany's spear. And Jamie Lynn is particularly interesting because she can kill the undead, which is very important because there is a lot of those around.
Excellent.
So
And look,
my two guys.
And look at him there, tussling his hair. What a guy!
Exactly.
What a guy! Yeah.
What a specimen.
And is that Jamie Lynn that he's holding? Is my question.
I actually think that original spear was Brittany's spear.
That was Brittany's spear. Okay.
R.I.P. Brittany spear. Yeah.
Marvelous. Who would you like to hear from, please, Aiden?
I'd love to hear from Pete.
Thanks, Aidan. Kia ora, I'm Pete, and I play two characters as well. First of which, as you can see, is Leif. I think I'm going to pick the low-hanging fruit here. What's the most unexpected or surprising event your character has experienced?
I know.
It's when we were suddenly teleported or transported into the in-between, which was just what on earth is going on here, into another dimension. It was just... Someone had to say it. So it was just absolutely, completely out of the blue and into the black, I suppose. And it still remains a bit of an unexpected and a bit of a mystery because we're not entirely sure why we went there or exactly why we went there. You know, we've still got hints about the divine powers in this world, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it was interesting. An interesting one. The other character I play is Mithan.
Oops, hang on.
The question I would like to answer for her is, what's the most heartwarming or inspiring story your character has heard? Now, when she first heard it, she just thought it was a bit peculiar and a bit redundant, actually. And this was the story of the rescue of Victory from the terrible people that were torturing, or basically torturing Victory, when the party first saved her, and instigated by Karios, and I think it was. I can't remember. Valdez, is that? Yeah, I don't remember who. But Mithan wasn't there at the time. And so when she, because she hadn't joined the party, when she did join the party after that event, it was like, okay, there's this old little girl with a cat. Okay. And she would have been told the story then. It's just like, okay, whatever. I wouldn't be doing that. Once she's gotten to know the party, once she's seen how special Victory is, and how much of a mascot, and how much the party sort of, I think, rallies around Victory and would protect her, and how important she is to the rest of the party, and as Mithan has grown to know people in the party, there she is. It has become a heartwarming story for her, and she might not sort of quite express that, but in her secret, in her innermost thoughts, she's sort of acknowledging that to herself, that she was really touched by it and really glad that the party did that.
Nice, Pete.
Yeah, so sort of, slowly warming up her, her sort of
cold, dead heart.
Cold, dead heart. Or very well, yes, that's fair. Can we please hear from Graham?
Thank you. playing 2 characters today. First of whom is Nyathanol. Trying to get off the floor there. And in terms of questions, what's the most valuable or rare treasure your character has found? I think one of the most unusual, she would consider rare, which is pretty much her, which I don't think we've spoken about, is her last line of defense that she carries around with her, which is quite extreme. It's a potion of fog, and if she were to drink it, it would transform herself into 1 million cubic feet of fog that travels at 100 feet per round and lasts for 8 hours, uncancelable.
Goodness
so,
me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that would spread herself quite widely and would actually just see her floating around, and it has to be 8 hours. So obviously she'd only drink that if she was absolutely stuffed. But I guess it's worth knowing that it's there should she need it.
Never knew that.
And
there you go.
Turning to the second character, Etienne, I'll answer the same question. Yeah, I mean, he's acquired now a holy sword, which is called Smiter of the Unfaithful. And yeah, I mean, this is he's really kind of happy with this. Finally, he's got himself a holy weapon, and it inflicts holy criticals on enemies, and it casts a holy firebolt 3 times per day. Which you can do so on an impact and instantaneously, no need to prepare. So, and it's also sort of where the means through which he channels his magic. It's a sort of holy item, so he's particularly happy with that.
Where did he get that from? Was that what was?
Oh, now you're asking. It might be one of those weapons that were left behind.
I think it was.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Passing over to Alex.
Thank you. I'm going to play 2 characters today. My own character, Karios, who's a pretty powerful, if not emotionally labile, weather mage, and who belongs to Victory the Cat. Another set of amazing questions. I wouldn't be upset if these were the same questions for next game as well, because it was hard to pick. Where is it? Now I've just lost my question. Sorry, hang on, where is it?
It's all good. Take your time. All good.
Oh, it's about Demos. Oh, what's the most heartwarming or inspiring story your character has heard? I know it's ongoing, and it's around Demos and his sister, and how there was that little muck-up between the princess and his sister, and the sister's been kidnapped, and it's almost sort of a side quest that we need to find Demos. Well, Demos needs to find Demos' sister, and then we saw her on the ship passing through. I don't know where we were, don't ask me, ages ago, and that has kind of struck a chord for Karios, because she came from a large family, and the the witchcraft and the magic only runs on the feminine line of the family. So she was pulled away at an early age and misses her sisters dearly, and so she feels very much for Demos, and would be is quite inspired by his desire to right the wrongs of what happened all that time ago, and would be very happy to help. I mean, she does obviously make very dumb decisions, as we're going to come across recap, but so that's for Karios, and I will have a go at answering for Tarquin, but do correct me if I'm wrong. I will answer, how does your character handle the pressure of high-stake situations? I think, just from past situations, that Tarquin very much moves into sort of solitary mode. He very much makes his own decisions and draws on his own strengths, and perhaps moves away from the party to make some big calls, given his strengths and his power and what he can do. So I think he absolutely goes all in, hardcore, but not necessarily, but on an individual basis. It would be my call on that.
Excellent. And look, thank you for perhaps somewhat unceremoniously picking up Tarquin 5 minutes before we started playing. It really is appreciated. Giles won't be joining us, or can't join us today, and hasn't, and won't be joining us for the next few sessions. So really appreciate you picking up his character, particularly because Karios is not in the best state to operate at the moment. And speaking of that, that's a wonderful segue to firstly say thank you to one and all. Whoops, why is my... I'll need to do that because my Discord isn't showing up. I'll do that in a second. That's the team up on screen. You can see their faces and they are now named. You've just heard each one of the players introducing who they're playing. Now to hand over to Pete in a second. Pete is our resident scribe, and Pete is going to fill us in on what happened last time. And last time was actually quite some time ago. So we're playing on the 9th of November, as mentioned. Yeah, we had quite a break, all of October away, and our last game was at the very tail end of September. So it's been quite a long time. Neither Aidan nor Giles were at our last session, so I'll hand over to you, Pete, to provide us a bit of a summation. And I'm going to just tinker around a little bit to get Discord up and running on that left part of my screen in a second. But I'll put on the map to begin with. And Pete, go for it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was a long time ago, and I don't. So I might miss some of the details. So apologies. But it's always useful to go. The session before last session was we'd spent. So we're in Taraknev, the city of the dead. There's the building we're in. We're in. Thank you. The building on the left there. You can see someone in the doorway. Yeah, that's where we spent our night. Session two previous, and we were on our way back to the temple to try and recover the sword that we're in the city to try and retrieve. And we'd just walked out the door and we were attacked by these black, shady, shadowy things that undead of some description. That they not that comes later. Those, thank you. Yeah, really creepy. They seem to be able to float. And they sort of and slash at us with their hands, but also damage our health, our constitution when they come close. That was the session before. We'd just gotten into combat in that one, I think. So last session was we were mid-combat in this. We'd just been filing out of the door, so we weren't. There was some still in and some still out, so it was a little bit of an awkward position. We sort of. Other people moved out, I believe, and people were engaging with these shadow things. I think, but luckily, I think we've got enough magical weapons now that we all seem to be able to do a wee bit of damage. I can't remember all of the details, but we were actually managed to engage them. I think Etienne took out a couple. I think M.E.R.P took out a couple as well, and I believe a couple sort of fled. But there was a combat. Some bad damage was done to Tarquin, I think. M.E.R.P took a couple of hits. Yeah, that was what was happening sort of immediately outside the door. So, and the other part that was happening was that Karios was wanting to get, as she does, want to get into the fight and help out, because magic is particularly effective, and she's been very effective on creatures in this terrible city in the past. So she had a plan to go upstairs to sort of reduce the congestion in the doorway and to shoot at them from some of these upstairs windows. So yeah, Karios had went off upstairs halfway through the fight as well. We managed to sort of, I think some ended up retreating, some of these shadowy things, but we actually sort of managed to, I don't know, dissipate them, I think, kill them anyway. And we were quite relieved, because it was a bit of a sudden thing, and there were a number of them. We were at the end of the fight, I think, and the people outside we were just sort of collecting our thoughts, and we'd called out to Karios, and there was no answer, which was unusual, we felt. So I think it was Leif and Gray were particularly in position to move, and they both ran upstairs. and across sort of a somewhat rickety floor. And I think is that a doorway or a window that we're looking at?
That's a window, an internal window,
Yep.
internal window. That is a doorway.
Yeah, yeah. And I think we could see Karios through there, unconscious and being held by some sort of winged demon. Quite alarming. Quite alarming. I think Leif then called out. I think Karios was bloody, had blood running down her. Leif called out, and Leif and Grey ran up to it, wanting to engage it. But I think we got the feeling it was retreating. I think they called out that it was something had Karios and was moving away. I can't remember quite exactly. I think the last bit that happened was down on the street when people were still out where the combat had finished. We sort of heard the shouting that in the upstairs room there was something had got Karios, and people moved back, and I think Mythan had to move quite a wee way back because she wanted to see if she could see something through the window, and I think she indeed did. And I think she then called out to the rest of the group. I can see it. There's something's got Karios, and I think it was moving towards the window. Not sure. That's the best of my recollection. Sorry not to have all the details.
Great job, thanks, Pete. Really great stuff. I'm only going to finesse those details a little bit, really. So you've got absolutely all of it down. Couple of things. Firstly, this horrible thing here is upside down. I haven't actually moved it in exactly the right position because it's quite fiddly inside here, but it's hanging upside down here. So it's down above the doorway. If you imagine that creature there is above the doorway. It's got Karios in its arms, and Leif, you can see you're closest to it. You're right in the doorway with Grey, heartbeat behind you, weapons readied. It's got Karios in its arms. It's reasonably large, probably a bit bigger than a normal human. Not colossal in size, but perhaps 6.5 or maybe 7 foot, perhaps maybe 6.5 foot. It's certainly big. Karios is unconscious. There is blood coming down from her shoulder. You can see quite clearly. Actually, you probably can't. You can probably see Karios's legs now I think about it. But anyway, Karios is hanging limp in its arms. It's upside down, and it's reached down and grabbed Karios. So Leif and Grey are here in terms of the placement. Yeah, that's pretty much spot on. I'm not going to fiddle with the counters too much, but Leif, you are in the doorway, so literally within a sword stroke of attacking this thing, if you wished. Grey, you're just behind Leif. Grey, you'll probably struggle because Leif is in the way with the short weapon you have, your hand axe, to get a blow in. But you are right behind Leif. Spot on, Mythan. Mythan did take a step back, but not only did she take a step back, but listening to the recording, the very last recording we made of this game, she actually rolled a 97 on perception and then followed up with a 70, as well as a good perception herself, a good perception skill herself. So with a phenomenal roll like that, Mythan actually moved back to that position there and got a very clear view. Maybe the mist or the fog or the filth or whatever parted, and Mythan, you have a very clear view of what is happening above this doorway. You can just make out Leif and Grey behind this creature. You can see the creature has Karios. You can see it relatively clearly. You rolled phenomenally well, and you can see that. Indeed, Leif, yeah, this thing is poised and was kind of in the process of moving from being suspended above the doorway, moving over here, moving over in this direction. You're surmising, you're guessing, perhaps out the window or near to the window or something. Other characters' locations. Everybody has been alerted that there is a problem and something has Karios. The specifics of what's going on are, of course, unknown to Etienne because he can't see from that angle. Tarquin is injured, and we went through the list of characters that are not feeling great. Tarquin's at -50. He got quite a bad swipe from one of these ghostly apparition figures before, and he's actually bleeding at 3 hits around. He's currently holding his arm in, and has managed to staunch one hit per round, but he's not feeling great. Etienne's there uninjured, and then last but not least, there are 2 other characters. Do that. Demos is out of the action as described, and is floating, effectively attached by a rope to Leif's pack, and is now floating up on the ceiling. Not that you guys necessarily know this, in the floor below. So he's had a levitation spell cast on him, float spell cast on him, and he is indeed floating. He's unconscious or dead or something, you're not quite sure, but he is certainly not in the flight. Neathanol cast a spell last time and had moved to there down below. So she's not at the foot of the stairs yet, but she's about to move up. So we are going to go into rounds. It is a very tense situation. Any questions before we jump into the game? Nope. Okay. It is time to put on the combat music. No, it's not. It's been so long since we played, I've forgotten my sequencing. So, if we are all ready, if we are all curious to see what's going to happen, let's start the game. Straight into rounds. I am going to move the floor back over, but Neathanol, we know where you are. You're there, if you can see on screen. We'll put the floor back. There we go. No changes to initiative that I am aware of. Going once, going twice. No, you encounter. And we go rolling initiative. And we're off. So, this hideous creature here appears to be very agile, very fast, and it gets to act first. Critically, this thing gets to act first. Combination of both grey and... I'm just going to switch my music down a smidge. Combination of both Leif right in front of you, and then Grey, you see a bit of this as well, and Mithan, you have a very good view of this. This thing firstly tries to pull Karios up to get a better grip on her, and leaps for the window. This is and I've pre-cooked this before in terms of what it needs to attempt to do. It needs to make a combined strength roll holding Karios. Now Karios is not very heavy. She's 131 pounds, but it's still literally a dead weight. It's trying to hold on to Karios, and it's trying to leap. So that's a combined strength and agility. It has a medium. It has the chance of a medium maneuver to do what it wants to do. I'm going to roll in the open. Here's the roll. So the 3 characters described, see this as it happens. Hence the reason I'm rolling !R space D100. Here it comes. This could be quite an important roll. Cross your fingers. Not a great roll. Not a great roll. So all told, this thing has a 30% chance, 30 or under, of doing what it wants to do. I'm going to roll this in the open. !R space D100. If it rolls under 30, it does what it wants to do, and I'll describe that in a second. If it doesn't, well, we'll come to that in a sec. Here we go. 30 or under, and it succeeds. Above that, it does not. It does not. Okay. Difference of. So it tries to hold on to its prey. It struggles to. Maybe at the last second, as it tries to readjust the dead weight of 131 pounds of Karios in its arms, it drops her, and Karios falls with a crunch. There is a 3% chance that she falls through the rotting floorboards. I'll roll that now. !R space D100. 3% or under, and she goes through the floorboard. She does not. Karios falls onto the rotting floorboards right underneath the door frame. You audibly, Leif and Gray, you hear it hiss. You're guessing perhaps in frustration or anger or whatever, and it still is partway doing its leap, rolling again for its leap that it was trying to do. Coming. Ooh, that's weird. Did you guys see that?
It's sort of flickered on the previous result.
It was the previous result. Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
So not good. So something about the way it dropped Karios has definitely set this thing off balance, and this is a hard maneuver this time. It has a 20% chance of doing what it wanted to do. Its odds are going down. !R space D100. Just missed. So, right. So, luck is with you, and luck is with Karios. This creature firstly drops her, as described, and it's upside down, by the way, and it leaps. It was clearly trying to leap for the window, but somehow, some way, it just misjudged, possibly by the fact that maybe as it dropped Karios, it put its maneuver off or whatever, and instead of leaping for the open window, it ends up upside down. I won't change it, but upside down, kind of affixed, almost like toad-like on the wall, splat on the wall, and it's up here, just above the wall, and you can hear it. Leif and Gray, you hear it hiss. But Karios is on the ground. I'm not going to release her token. Can I release her token? Let's see if I can.
Phew.
Right, quite. I don't think I can. But Karios has gone down and she's on the floor. And this thing has leapt for the window, badly screwed it up, and is actually on the wall. And it's got all four legs, two legs, hands on the wall, and it's kind of hanging on upside down, almost like a lizard or something like that, and it's affixed solid on the wall, and staring back through the open doorway at both Leif and at Gray. That was its action, and it did not go well for it. Next to act is Neathanel. Neathanel, you're unaware of all of this, of course. What do you do, please?
From memory, I think she was aware of something going on, but didn't know what it was.
Correct.
Someone had called out. So I think she'd make with all haste up the stairs.
Okay, done. With all haste, I was listening to the recording last time, and by popular demand, we don't typically roll for maneuvers, but I did ask because it's a rickety, crumbling, rotting old staircase. I did ask for a routine running maneuver, please. Can you please give me routine running, please, Gray?
14.
14 plus
1, 4.
it's either her agility or she wears armor. What's her armor skill?
She doesn't wear armor. 35 plus 35.
Cool. 100% fine. 100%. So what can she run in a round? Double. What can she do?
She can cover a distance of 118 feet.
Oh, easy. So she rushes upstairs, and she comes to here. Leif is in the doorway. Gray is slightly behind. If she wanted to shove Leif, she'd have to push him. He potentially would fall over. What does she do?
If Leif, she won't shove him. If Leif moves, can she move after he's moved?
Yes.
Yeah, she'll do that then.
Okay. I mean, the distance that she travelled is trivial. Cool. Put that back. Okay. So we'll come to Leif's turn, see what he does, and then we can move Neathnal. Speaking of Leif, guess what, Leif? It's your turn.
He will definitely move in. So he'd like to move in. He'll put himself on the. He wants to move in and attack the thing on the wall. He doesn't want to be standing between it and the window, so he would move sort of past it. Even a bit further. So he's allowing other people to move in. I mean, he's aware there's people behind him also wanting an attack, so he'll move the furthest. So that's it. Perfect. And full attack.
Okay. So he'll have a slight minus because he moved, but it's not very much. This thing is quite high up on the wall. It is within sword stroke, but it's an awkward strike because he's reaching up to hit it. A short weapon such as the hand axe, Gray would probably struggle. But a longer weapon such as you're using, unless there was a jump, by the way, Gray, would be able to hit it, but it'll be at a -10, Leif.
He'll take that. Yep.
Cool. So -10 for the movement, and then -10 because you're reaching up to hit it. That's a -20 to this roll. Give me a roll, please.
33.
33.
And he's recently gone up a level, so he's +1, 2, 3. Oh.
1, 2, 3. Sure. 2, 3. And there's a what, sorry?
Just checking because he has something to do with. He's got an item to do with demons and devils and things. Just checking that he doesn't have an additional bonus to that, to anything. I think that's a DB thing. So sorry, forget that.
Yep.
Forget I said anything.
So with 33, with that stroke, you just glancing shot. You just managed to cut it on its leg. 7 hits. It is a magical weapon, I'm assuming. Yes, it is.
It is.
You
Yes.
just said that. Yes, it is. 7 hits. Yep. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Neathanol, Leif is out of the way. Demos. Gray is not quite in the doorway. You may move through.
All right, she'll move through. I don't know what if she's got anything left, she could try and attack. If not, get herself in a position for next round.
Yeah, I think it'll have to be the latter. I think so.
In that case, yes, she'll move off so that Gray could, allow room for Gray.
Tell me where.
Yeah, just there. It's good.
Oh, great. Excellent. Speaking of Gray, it's your turn.
Awesome. Yeah, he would very much like to do a big running giant chop.
Okay. As mentioned, you're using... so Leif has a longsword, which is, guess what? Long. And you have a much shorter weapon. You have a hand axe. If you come in and sacrifice another -10 to leap up and attack with your shorter weapon, I would... so I'd give you a -30 to the shot. You're moving for 10 of your movement. Yep. it's up on the wall and hard to hit to begin with, and then you're leaping as you're sacrificing a little bit of your time to leap up. I will also check to see if you go through the floorboards too.
Okay, cool. Is he able to combine his axe with his martial airstrike? Is that something that's allowed, or is that like two different things?
I don't know what martial airstrike is. Please tell me.
I don't know. It just says it's just one of his skills. His martial airstrike.
Martial arts strike. Martial
For some reason it's written as air. Okay, maybe not then.
Yes, martial arts striking. So
He'll use his martial arts knowledge to propel him.
Okay. So he rushes in, leaps up at a -10. So this is a -30 to his roll. Make it a good one, please, Gray.
Okay. He's yelling and growling and.
Yep.
45.
45. I don't.
They're being asked.
Sorry. What's his skill with the hand axe, please?
It is
99, I think.
Well, that's 105.
Oh, 105. Cool. I need to update my software. 105. Yeah, unfortunately, with that, if it wasn't for you moving, if it wasn't for it being up, and if it wasn't for you jumping, you would have done it 10 and an A. Unfortunately, you do, like Leif, you do just clip its legs, like just the very smallest amount of your blade clips its legs, and you do it 3 hits.
Okay.
Done. Next. Oh, sorry. And there is a. How heavy is Gray?
He is. All right. Find that. He is 145 lbs. I don't know what that means.
Pounds. So not a lot heavier than Karios. I'm going to say there is a 4% chance that the rotting floor breaks under you as you jump up to hit it and jump back down again. Exclamation mark. No, I'll do it. Oh, no, you can if you like. Yep, where you go. 1, 2, 3.
What's it, RD what?
Exclamation mark, just D100, and you just don't want a result of 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you're fine. So you jump up, the floor kind of shudders. Leif looked nervously as you do it, but the floor doesn't give out from underneath you. Next is Etienne. Etienne, you're aware of something happening up above. You can hear the grunts of exhaustion and all the rest, but you are oblivious to exactly what's happening down here. What do you do?
Right. If he from what he's hearing, would it be natural for him to look up? I mean, into that window to see? Do you think, or is the noise appearing to come from through the door?
I think both Mythan and Leif had indicated that something was happening upstairs, so I think it's reasonable for him to be looking up for sure.
Okay. Or does he just go upstairs? Yeah, I think he'd probably just go up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, a
maneuver. Yeah.
Routine. Yep.
39.
Now he is in plate armor. What's his plate armor stat, please?
-11.
He moves 90% of what he could normally travel. What can he normally travel?
63 feet he can go, then that's 90%.
63 feet, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking, what is that? It's 80. So he is, grab this. So Etienne, you move grab Etienne and go. Goodness, it's been so long since I have played. I've forgotten all my controls. I've forgotten some of my controls. And across, and you get to, I think, Etienne about there. Oops.
Right.
Yep, about there. Cool. Next is Tarquin. Now, Tarquin, you're feeling unwell, as we talked about. You had prepared for 1 round last game. What are you doing?
I think Tarquin, can he just move inside but stay downstairs? There's nothing sinister downstairs, is there?
Yeah, Demos is downstairs. I don't know if Demos is sinister. And so is Etienne, but other than that, no.
No, he'll just move in with the other members downstairs, and that's it.
Okay. I won't move his counter at this stage, but he stumbles back inside. He's really not feeling good, and blood is still dribbling out between his fingers. He's still bleeding. Next is lastly Mifan. Mifan, you're here.
Thank you. Has she seen? What has she seen of what's happened in the room?
She, based on that phenomenal roll last session, I'm going to say she's taken in all of that. She's seen the creature move. She has seen Leif come into the room. She's seen the Athanal come into the room, and she's seen Grey come into the room. Where the creature is, she doesn't know. She also saw Karios was dropped.
You did see that. Great. That was the important thing. She didn't. How much of a look at the creature did she? She's trying to judge how scary it is.
Yeah. She saw it hanging upside down, a distance of some 100 foot away, in the gloom and the filth and all the rest. I mean, she'd rolled really, really well, but she wouldn't have got a great, even with an amazing roll, she didn't see it intricately. She saw more of a shape.
And actually, sorry, that's answered my question anyway. That I really didn't realize she was that far away. She'd like to move in as far as she can towards the door, keeping an eye on that window, so she doesn't lose sight of the window.
Well, that's the thing is that she if she moves to here, for example, she's going to lose line of sight.
But can she move towards that wall and still keep an eye? Or is that going to obscure the window? So how there's that wall of the building and the building on the street?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get to about there, perhaps, and still look up. Yep.
Yep, cool, because she does want to see, what's the distance for her to that window now, please? She's probably very roughly. She's got a spell that's got a range of 50 foot, is what I'm thinking. 50,
62 feet.
Okay, so to be able to cast that spell, she'd need to move in. Okay, cool. That's great. So she can't move any further, basically, and still keep that window in sight.
That's it.
Even if sorry, not mean to quibble. If she was to move to the left, where the wall gets lower, to her left. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
I mean, maybe here. Yeah, I guess.
Yep. Please.
I mean, she's just peeking up. Just her eyes are over the top of it. But yeah,
she's so tall.
Yes, she is. She is tall. Yep.
Cool. That's her for the round. That's taken out. She otherwise she'd prepare, but she's moved more than 10%. So that's it for now. She'll just call out. It's dropped Karios. Not bellowing.
Yep. Cool.
Just sort of to she sees Tarquin there, so she'll just sort of keep him up to date.
Tarquin has actually gone inside, but yes.
Well, true.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. GM is just going to grab another drink. We're into round 2. Back in a second.
Lucky it dropped.
That was because that was quite an elaborate. As I seem to remember, it was quite an elaborate plan. Otherwise,
Oh, well, she was going to cast a wood wall again across the window, but that's got to be
right.
within 50 foot, and she'd have to be snap casting it. So, not sure if she wants. That's why I was wanting to see how scary it was. I mean, why not let it go? Then it knows about us, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might bring more danger.
Yeah. No, I suppose killing is the option. But it's so nice, so reassuring to see that other people don't always make their maneuvers. It just always feels like us that don't quite.
Yeah. It's good to see a demon stuff up.
Well done, Karios, for being so slippery, or whatever. Right, gonna parry next round, I think. Oh, we're gonna. That's right. I know what I'm doing.
Bit crazy. We kind of spent all that time getting ready, and now we're going to have to get ready again.
Yeah. Yes. Needs must.
All right, round 2, rolling initiative. I don't think there are any changes to initiative, but if there is, let me know now, please. And we are.
Yes.
Okay.
Mithan is intending to cast a spell,
Okay.
which means that her quickness is currently 12. That's her current initiative bonus. That will change to her intuition, which is plus 25.
That is handy. Cool. All right. Thank you. Done. First thing that happens. Again, this thing with absolute horrible quickness. This thing is lithe, agile, and very, very fast. Not an amazing roll, but certainly good enough. It's with all 4 limbs affixed to the wall. Insect-like, toad-like, whatever. And Mithan, you see this from your position. It moves out and goes up onto the roof, to the decaying roof up above, and then it starts to move at horrible pace along the edge of this building, and it gets to about there. Its hands just kind of affixed to the wall, and it's clearly very, very limber or very good at climbing or something, and just scuttles out of the window and then down the edge of the building. Mithan, you can still see it. It's currently there.
It had to disengage, didn't it?
Good point. Good point. It did. God, you gotta love a fucking rules lawyer, right?
Sorry. Or it's happened, you know.
Well, let's try that. Plus. No, good point, Pete. No,
sorry.
No. We've got to play it fair, right? You got to play it fair, which is if one rule applies to you, it has to apply for the others, for the foes that you're fighting. So no, correct. Let me just check that. So it didn't roll amazingly well, but. So let me disengage, typically routine or easy. Yeah, okay. So go to routine. It has to 100%. No, didn't even. So it did disengage because it got 100% result on its disengage from melee. It did disengage, however, it moved less than it would have, so it got to about there. Pete, thank you. That's why we have a rules lawyer. Good job. Thanks for reminding me. Well done.
Can I just just check? For disengage, is the skill for the bonus for that? Is that its OB? Is it like in general? That's the or is it maneuvering? Just because I want to remember.
Yeah,
remember.
sure. So
it's on here, isn't it? Sorry.
Yes, it is. It is all or nothing maneuver, typically routine that's based on your moving maneuver.
Oh, it is moving maneuver. Okay.
Yep. Is it?
Oh no, I know what I'm getting confused. It's the closing distance, and it's closing distance that's been the
correct.
OB. Sorry,
correct.
My bad.
Correct. So this is yes. Closing distance is your OB. This is your.
Yep.
It is your moving and armor.
Yep.
Skill.
Thank you.
Which makes sense, right? Because you're moving, right? Done. It's out. But just not as far. And yes, Pete, you are correct you are right to correct me, so thank you. Next is Neathanel. Neathanel, you've just seen this thing avoid blades, both Leif's and Gray's, and move out of the window. It's out of your field of vision. What do you do?
I think she'll go to the right window as we're looking at the screen and just stick her head out and see what's going on and communicate what she can see.
Okay. Moves a short distance and give me an unmasked perception roll, please.
$79 plus quite a lot. 82.
She catches a glimpse of it, just a glimpse of it, as it scrambles up onto the edge and going up onto the roof. So she can't now see it. It's out of her field of vision, but she caught a glimpse of it as it went further up. So she last saw it here.
So she'll shout out, it's crawled up onto the roof above the window.
Cool. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Not much else she can do.
Okay.
I don't think she'll climb after it.
Okay. Life.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, no, hearing that from Neathanel, he's concerned about Karios. He would want to move straight to Karios,
okay.
Put pressure on any wound he can see, and say and call out Karios needs healing.
Cool.
And be willing to carry her downstairs, be wanting to carry her downstairs, but wanting to have help with it, or do that the fastest and safest way possible, combining with other people. He's still got his sword in his hand though, so.
Okay. Well, you'll need to drop a sword or a shield to put pressure on a wound, and you can see
he would. Yep, he would drop his shield.
Okay, drop his shield. Probably have to be next round that this comes into effect.
Okay.
Karios is bleeding, not a massive amount, but a moderate amount from her shoulder. There's also this kind of foul, yellowy green mucus that's kind of spread all over her shoulder and down the side of her neck as well.
Can he wipe that off this round?
He can begin to.
Yeah, he does wear. I think he wears gloves, so he'll be. Yeah.
Okay. Done.
Thank you.
Grey Roughwind is next. Hello, Grey. Hello, Aiden. Hello. you indicate he's off?
Yeah.
No, don't think so. Okay, we'll move on. Mithun.
Mithun. Oh. Leif was not meaning to yell so loud. I mean, Mithun, he doesn't know where she is. He wasn't bellowing. He was calling out to people close. I don't know if she would have heard that. Not, what he said about her needing healing. So she is going to keep an eye on the creature on the roof and call out up to Neathanol. I can see it.
Well, let's give me a unmasked maneuver roll. I'm going to make it negative. Perception roll. I'm going to make it a negative 10 because he wasn't shouting, and let's see if she heard it.
18 plus 88.
88. It's too low. She doesn't hear. Leif say that.
Yeah. No, he wasn't wanting to bellow. Okay. So she'll call up to Neathanol. I can see it. It's on the roof. Shall I keep watching it from here? That's what she'll say.
Neathanol will respond with a one or. You had quite a bit of time, Neathanol. So if you wanted to have a conversation, you guys can.
Sorry, what was the question?
Mithun said, "I can see it on the roof because I believe she can." And she's saying, "Shall I keep watching it from here?"
Yeah, shoot it.
Okay.
Can't. It's not going to. Yeah, cool. That's she'll say non-magic arrows.
Right. Okay.
Cool. Anything else for Mithun?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Tarquin is next. Tarquin, you've moved inside. Demos is floating balloon-like up on the ceiling. You've heard movement above you, up on the floorboards. Anything else you're doing, Tarquin?
Just holding where he's bleeding from, and he'll be saying, "I'm going to need some help."
Okay, done.
Thank you.
Etienne at the foot of the stairs.
Well, he'll go into the room and see what's going on because he doesn't know.
Okay. So I'm not going to move his counter up, but Etienne moves up and moves into here by the window.
And asks what's going on because he's a bit confused.
Yeah, fair enough. Leif is next to Karios. Karios is unconscious. Neathanol's looking out a window. Is Gray back with us? You there, Aiden?
Yes, sorry.
That's all right. All good. What is Gray's action this round?
He'd just be doing anything to help move Kairos and staunch any kind of bleeding, whatever he can do without trying to get in the way or anything.
Cool. Done. It's assisting
Yep.
Leif. Cool. And that is the end of that round. Rolling initiative for the next rounds. Any changes to initiative I need to be aware of?
Taking Mithun's back to normal.
Yes.
Actually, no. That's right. No.
Sorry, Mithun's back to normal. Thanks, Pete. Yep. Next one. Yeah, this creature disappears out of your field of vision. Mithun up onto the roof and away somewhere in this direction. You hear it clambering for a bit, and then it's just very silent. And with that, combat music comes off, and we come out of rounds. Although, no, actually, we'll go through this. No, we'll just go through in order what people do. Neathanol, what do you do, please, in the next 5 minutes or so?
I think she'll just keep an eye out while she's there.
Okay.
It just basically keep perceiving out the window, left, right, and up.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. I'll ask for some rolls on that in a second. Gray, you've crouched down next to Leif, looking at Kairos's inert form. She's bleeding, not massively from her shoulder, but also as described, and you may have missed it, there's this kind of yellowish green mucus around the wound. and Leif is just began to last round using his gloves to kind of scrape away that horrible reeking substance. It smells very vinegary, quite acidic. Gray, what is your action for the next, say, 5 minutes or so? Your turn.
He'd just be helping to get rid of the vinegary smell. He pretty sure that Karios wouldn't like to smell like that. So yeah, it'd just be just helping to get her into whatever state you could, so that when she wakes up, she's comfortable.
Cool. Done. Leif, what's your actions for the next wee while? 5 minutes.
Leif would work with Grey. His priorities would be to get her downstairs whilst holding her wound, so it stopped bleeding after scraping off the most of that stuff. He'll ask someone to bring his short sword and shield down, whatever. Would want Mithan alerted as soon as possible, and he thinks that she should be healed of hits because he knows that she's in a weakened condition and perhaps she might be running out. Who knows? So Mithan to heal, and Mithan and would point out to Mithan the goopy, potentially poisonous stuff to Mithan.
Okay.
And would want to wash Karios. So wash the stuff off, so it's completely gone from her skin. So if it's acidic,
Okay, cool. Duly noted.
As directed by Grey, though.
Okay. Mithan is next.
Mithan is aware. I don't know if she heard Tarquin, but she'd want to heal Tarquin. But once she's alerted to Karios, I think that she perhaps might be the higher priority. Would want to cast a hit healing spell on her, and then would want to cast poison purification on her, and then would want to do more hit healing and do a diagnostics. Not that she's very good, but that's what she'd do. And then she'd want to turn to Tarquin and see what she could do for him.
Okay, sure thing. Etienne, next actions in the next 5 or so minutes, 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, he'll assist as best he can, so he'll take down the weapons as requested from Mithan, and if someone needs help, he can help carrying however he's best placed. He'll help.
Okay, done. And Tarquin, any particular plans for the next 5 or 10 minutes?
Just be looking for someone to help. He's not feeling very well, and he's still bleeding 2 hits around.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, so you gather downstairs. Karios is carried down between a combination of both Grey and some assistance from Etienne and Leif. Your weapons, etc., are all brought down. Neathanel, could you give me a master perception roll, please?
Certainly can. 24.
24.
Which I feel certain is brilliant.
I'm sure it's amazing.
Spirit. Plus 82.
24. Okay. Could you roll again, please?
86. Should be able to see the detail of the snowflake on its shoulder.
Sorry, you just gave her perception. Can you give it again, please?
80. God, what a memory. 82.
Okay. Look, you. How long do you remain at the window, by the way?
Oh, just while we're clearing out. I guess she's cognizant we've been surprised somewhat. So she just wants to keep an eye out on what's going on out there. So she'll stay there till everyone's gone, and then follow down.
Okay, sure. It's this horrible city. Just a few images just to refresh memory, because has been a while. This horrible city. As silent as the proverbial tomb. Nothing that you see, nothing that you hear. Maybe Neathanel, maybe some shapes moving over here, possibly. possibly a clang of metal far over here, but it's a long way away. You can't tell. But certainly anything in your immediate vicinity, you don't see or hear anything.
Okay.
You head downstairs to rejoin your companions.
Yeah, just find out what's going on. And she'll say to the others if we are going to stay here again and re-barricade ourselves in, maybe a couple of people should go on watch upstairs because that shit does afford quite a good view up there.
Okay. You, in terms of tending to the injured, so a few more rounds to get Mithan in. So another 3 rounds. So Mithan, you're reunited with Karios, etc. She's brought downstairs. Takes 30-40 seconds for some big hefty lads to pick her up and bring her down. She is bleeding. You can see there's this kind of horrible foul mucus stuff on her, a little bit on her. Leif's done a reasonably good job at kind of removing it with his gloves. What do you do, Mithan? You can see quite clearly that she is bleeding.
I think first thing is she'd want to cast a 3 to 30 hit healing spell.
Okay, give me a roll, please. Is this with preparation? Because you've okay, in that case, so how many rounds prep?
It's the sheet. Just we'll go with 1, and she's going to wave her hand and mutter and do the thing.
Okay, Karios, by the way, you're on 1 hit point. So 1 round prep. So this is a negative 15 to the roll. Give me a roll, please, Mithan.
Oh, didn't need it. 94.
94. You are absolutely fine. The spell goes off. And how many hit points has Karios healed?
Exclamation mark. 3d10. Damn it, it did that thing where it flashed the previous result. And I was like, 94. No, 16.
16. Karios, you're now on 17 hits. You're still bleeding at 1 hit a round.
Cool. The next thing for Mithan's keen on doing is a poison neutralizing spell.
Okay.
Poison purification. If that's all right.
Yep. Sure thing. Yeah, I'm just basically into your realm of healing. So yes, okay. go for it.
Cool. With one round prep and that needed 1 round prep. That's 25, but she's waving and shouting.
So on 16 hits, 25 minus 15 plus 15 for waving and gesticulating. Is that right?
Yep. Yes. Yep. Correct.
Cool. 25. So success. What is the effect of the spell, please?
Neutralizes any one poison in the system of 1 target. Damage already sustained is not cured. So just because we don't know what it is.
Done. Okay. Cool.
She would like to do diagnostics, please, to ascertain how much she's bleeding.
Yep.
And if she can pick up anything else from her condition. That's 31.
It's coming. 31. Okay, and healing. It's my chromatic codex. There we go. Diagnostics. And what is her skill with diagnostics, please?
Plus 30. Missing Jadar.
Yeah, no. Let's see. Yeah, look, no further joy really. She's bleeding not a lot. However, you do poke her and prod her, and unfortunately, you do her another 1 to 5 points of damage, Nathan.
Of course she does.
Could you roll to see how much damage you do to poor Karios?
Oh, God. He's the worst healer ever. Sorry, 1d5, yeah.
1d5, yep.
Oh, 5 hits.
5 hits. Karios was on 16 minus 3 because he needs to do 3 rounds prep. Minus 5 hits. Karios is now on 8 hits. She's still bleeding. Not what I would give you, because it's not a particularly serious injury, is that knowledge. From what you can see, at least, the injury is not severe. Like it's not a major artery, or she's not bleeding a lot, but she is still bleeding.
Mathan would like to heal her for more hits, please.
Give me a roll.
With 1 round prep, and she's gesticulating and doing the thing.
Yep.
That's a 44.
Okay, that spell goes off. And how many is she healed, please?
D10. 15.
15. She has 22 hits. She's still bleeding at 1 hit a round.
Yep.
And all of this time, by the way, is 2 hits around for Tarquin, which I'll do in a minute.
Yeah. She'd like to do well if Tarquin, anytime Tarquin comes and says I'm feeling really bad, like I'm about to pass out, then she would switch to healing him.
Okay.
But
he hasn't quite. Has he reached there yet? How long has all that been? 3 rounds to come downstairs. 1 round prep. 3 round prep. 5. Call it 10 rounds. Times 2. Tarquin, not that you know this, but you're on 21 hits, so he's not about to pass out, but he's definitely not feeling great.
So Mathan would like to do 2 more spells before moving on to Tarquin, which is, and each one will take 2 rounds. Okay. 1 round prep, waving and stuff. She would like to do flow stop 3.
Yes. Give me a roll.
44.
44. So that was 2 rounds. So Karios is on 20 hits. So that was successful.
Cool. So that stops rate of bleeding at a rate of 3 hits per round.
Karios stops bleeding.
Cool. Great. And she'd like to do another hits healing on her, please.
Sure thing. Give me a roll.
Oh, yeah. 79.
79. That was certainly successful. Give me a roll at how many hits Karios has healed.
3d10. 16.
16. Karios is on 36 hits.
Cool, thank you. Nathan would like to turn to Tarquin.
Yep.
And
hang a sec. So that was 4 rounds.
Yep.
Tarquin, despite holding it in, you're on 13 hits by the time that Nathan comes to you.
Yikes. Let me check. She would like to. How much is Tarquin bleeding from a
3.
Major wound?
No, not a major wound.
Okay, so she'll go with flow stop 3.
Okay, give me a roll. 2 rounds again, right?
Yep. 72.
Okay. Minus 4 is on 9. 72 on 9 hit points before Tarquin passes out. He stops bleeding.
Thank goodness. She would then want to heal him hits too.
Great. Yep, give me a roll, please.
Sorry to take up the time, but let's 21.
21 spell was successful. And how much does he heal, please?
3d10. Oopsies. 3d10. 14. God, I'm really hitting the average number on these ones.
Tarquin is now on 23 hit points.
Should do it again, please.
Yep, we roll.
It's a 60 roll.
Yep, the spell's successful.
Cool. Another 9 hit points.
Yep, 32 he's on.
She has got 17 power points left. She'll do it again, please.
Okay, sure thing. And just fail on a 1 or a 2 at this stage.
Okay, cool. Oh, switch the numbers around. That's fine. 3d10. That's another 19 hits.
Tarquin's now on 51.
I think she'll leave it there, I think.
Okay.
For now. She still has a wee few power points, but
just a quick...
she'll say...
Sorry.
She'll just say, she's got no idea what's wrong with Karios, why she's healed her for hits, so something else is making her still be unconscious. Than's not sure what. I assume that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what she'd say to the group.
Just a reminder, please, Graham, we just did 2 rolls for Neathanol. Firstly, running upstairs. Secondly, perception. She's at negative 30. So, combination of both you and I, but particularly you as your character, can you just remind me that she's at that negative? Thanks. For everything she does. The same with Mithan at negative 10 and Tarquin for negative 50. Remember, it's baked into any attacks, so any spell attacks like directed spell attack, shock bolt, ice bolt, or any melee attacks, but everything else, moving maneuvers, perception, rolling healing, etc., those negatives don't come in. So just a quick summation. Grey, 100, you're on 111 out of your maximum 118. You've taken some constitution damage. Your part of your soul has been sucked out by these things. Leif, completely uninjured on 150 out of your 150. Karios is on 36 out of her normal 41. Neathanol is on full hits, but at the negative 30 as described. Mithan, uninjured on 187 at negative 10. Demos is on 43 hits out of his 135, but unconscious. Etienne, uninjured, 136 out of his 136. And Tarquin, 51 out of his maximum of 67 at negative 50 due to the slash injury that he sustained. You're all downstairs. That's taken some time, probably 20-30 minutes or so. What do you do now, please? Karios, yes indeed, remains unconscious.
Memory check for Leif, please. I think we thought it looked familiar.
Sure.
That creeping demon. Yeah.
Give me a masked memory roll, please.
That's 71.
71. Yep. And what's his memory skill, please?
He's got +8 for memory.
Yeah, you only... I mean, you didn't get a great look at this. Oh, no, you did, actually. Mithan didn't get a great look at this thing, but you did. For about a whole 10 seconds at least. You got a very good look at it. You think you saw that creature, horrible thing, back in that temple when you first arrived. You thought it was a statue. Doesn't look like it was a statue.
Yikes.
Oh, we activated it in some way.
Right. Well, Leif, of course, would discuss that with the rest of the rest of the party. Like, okay.
So, are we resting again? Is that the plan?
I wonder. I guess so, unless we want to move house. But
To where though?
Yeah.
You think the thing will come back? It could do.
I think these things. I think undead and stuff are seeming to find us no matter what. Anyway, that was what the guides told us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They said that undead can detect us.
Yeah.
So maybe not. It would be good to have Karios on her feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, well, Demos is still unconscious. Well, we just don't seem to be well equipped to have a big scrap at the moment. Nathanel's on -30.
Yeah. Tarquin's also pretty banged up. Would we wood wall all the windows so that they can't climb in or anything, or is it a waste?
Wood wall only lasts for 1 minute per level, so only
Yeah,
10
so
minutes.
no. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
There are permanent ones, aren't there? Ice walls are permanent, aren't they?
Ice walls are permanent, but Mithan can't cast ice wall unless someone else can cast them. Sorry, I was assuming Mithan.
Ray can do walls, but I think ice wall might be a little above his power level. Let me see. Yeah, ice wall. Oh, he could do an ice wall, but he can only do one.
What level is this spell, Greg?
8.
Yeah. Does he have, what level does he know that spell list to?
Good question. Good question. Possibly not very high because he only just started
I think
having it last time he went up.
I think he
Except he learned as an archmage, right?
true. True. Yes.
So it might mean
Oh,
he gets
Barrier
the upper
Law
level.
is level 8. Oh, no, level 10.
Yeah.
Level 10. And Illusions is level 10.
I don't know. Could you shot off the stairs? Is that possible?
Yeah, what's the space like around the stairs?
Something like that. Goes up to a landing and then goes up. So yes, you could.
Yeah, maybe that could be something. Yep, Bro would be happy to do that. He'll pass that. After lots of prep and singing and hand wringing.
Give me a roll, please, Craig.
Sure. Oops, sorry. Oof, 9.
9. Okay. The spell does go off.
Cool.
The stairs are now blocked off.
Nice.
One thing I would like from Tarquin, please, Tarquin, is he's taken a quite severe slash to his arm and is at -30 as a result. I'd like to see, Tarquin, how long it takes you to recover from that injury. Can you make a mast? So how we do this is just to go back to healing. It's a medium. It's considered a medium injury. Specific injury recovery. The chart to the right shows the recovery time in days for the typical injury from a critical strike. Roll a D100 and add on the character's Constitution bonus and any racial modifiers. Some races heal faster than others. Can you please give me a roll, please, Tarquin? That's you, Alex, and hope for a high number.
Okay. Like my lotto ticket.
Like your lotto ticket. That's it.
33.
33. It's masked. It's masked. Just take me a second to do this. 33, you say. Okay, cool. And what's his Constitution bonus, please?
Constitution. He is +9.
Plus 9. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Good. I'll just go back and I'll jot that down. Thank you. Oh, actually, that's a point. He's a half elf, and certain races heal faster than others. Just need to check this because it actually could be material on how long it takes him to heal. 1 second. Humans, dwarves, halflings, etc. heal quite fast. Normal humans heal at kind of the standard amount. Dwarves heal faster. Elves, however, heal slower. And actually, he is a half elf, which gives you less. So you heal faster than normal elves. So that's good news for you, Darkwing. Okay. Just coming. Okay, great. Thank you for that. What do you do, please? You've boarded up the stairs. Well, you've walled up the stairs. What do you do?
I guess we're gonna wait. It's not nighttime, is it? Well,
no. You set off. You set off what you thought was in the morning, and you were immediately attacked. So no, it's early in the day. I mean, the sun is doing erratic things across the sky, but yes, it's early.
Yeah.
Well,
just gonna...
I guess we'll set watch again.
Yeah. Just rest.
And 2 people up at any one time, and the rest of us rest and try and recuperate.
Okay.
And hope a few of us come right.
Well, Leif doesn't need any rest at all.
Neither does Etienne, really.
Yeah, so he's happy to be up the whole time. Mithan could rest to heal power points.
Yeah,
Yep.
great. It'd be good for Great to rest to heal power points in case he needs to do another wall or something. It takes a lot.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you staying the whole night here?
I guess we'll see. Well, we kind of need to, don't we?
To
terms of-
feeling power points, yes. If you want to recoup another day's rest, yes, you need to. If that's what you decide
yeah,
to.
and I guess we hope that people's minuses might be somewhat diminished.
Okay. So,
just sorry, I forgot to say. Before that, we would drag Demos down to the floor before the float spell wears off.
Good call. Very good call. Thump. Very good call. Okay.
I think actually, when a float spell does wear off, you just float down, don't you?
No.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure. I think if you read the spell, I think.
Does it? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think you just fall out of the sky.
So you rest the rest of that day. About 6 hours later, Keros's eyes flutter open. Keros, you're conscious again.
Bro.
Huzzah!
Uh,
And what the hell?
yeah.
And I'm so sorry. Again.
No, it was
Any
a
improvement or anything else?
Anything else from Keros when she wakes, or anything else from the rest of the party when Keros wakes?
Oh, well, welcome back to the living. Ask her what the hell happened.
Keros explains that she, from her memory, that she was trying to do the right thing, and again she apologizes for nearly having to be like reincarnated.
So, and does she realise that that thing came from the? She got a pretty good look at it.
She didn't
Did she
really.
realise it came from? Did she not?
This black shape swooped down from above the door as she came through it and munched her.
Okay. So one of the statues has come to life, and we noticed it missing, didn't we, when we were in the temple, right?
Correct. Well, you noticed a statue was missing. You didn't know which one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just and Neathanol still has got her minus. Nothing happening there.
Well, any other action? Well, after Keros wakes, that I should be.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. You sleep the rest of that night, in inverted commas, and day. You wake the next day, and actually some good news. Some good news for a number of characters. Firstly, yes, Neathanol, one of the injuries for you, it was the bash that you got. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the spear puncture. You were at a negative 15 for that, and it was some damage to your chest. It's been stiff and sore for since you woke up, but actually some rest and recuperation in this horrible building, which you now know quite well, is better. You are now at negative 15 rather than negative 30. That's the first piece of good news. The second piece of good news is Mithan as well. You've had a really sore chest. Really sore, negative 10, so not a horrendous injury, but it's certainly discomfort. That has also eased up, and you are now able to operate without a penalty. You're feeling a lot better. Demos still remains unconscious. I'll bump everybody's, so that was probably, call it 22 hours of rest, or thereabouts. So everybody is on full power points. Everybody, Grey, you've increased to your maximum of hits. Keros, you're now on your maximum of hits of 41. And you have full power points. Mithan, you're on full power points. Demos also has, not that he is operational, but is now on 65 out of his 135 hits due to rest. Etienne is on full full hit points, as is Tarquin. Tarquin is still at his negative 50, however. His left arm, his shield arm, is really sore at negative 30. But he's not at negative 50. He's actually feeling dramatically better. And the illness and the horrible queasiness in his stomach is now completely gone. So Tarquin, you may recall, Tarquin had been feeling really horrible and hideous for a number of days. He vomited up that chunk of flesh, you may recall, and it had these strange kind of white tentacles or feelers that came out of it, and it kind of was pulling itself along the ground. That was yesterday that actually 2 days ago that he vomited that up, and he is now feeling dramatically better. So he is no longer feeling nauseous. He does have a pain in his arm at negative 30, but the queasiness and the nauseous stomach that he had is miles better. So everybody is on full hits. Everybody is on full power points. Neathanol, you're at negative 15. Tarquin remains at negative 30. That's the good news. There is some bad news, however. You do a calculation, and you think you have, on your current rations, you have 1 more week's worth of rations before your food runs out. And I've been kind of fudging a little bit with the water. I'm going to fudge it a little bit longer with the water, but eventually you're going to have to start finding some water soon as well, because you guys are getting thirsty. But yeah, one more week's worth of food, and then it's gone. And by the way, thoroughly checked. I went back and I checked how much food you'd taken and all the rest. And yes, one more food. One more.
Could we possibly scrape some of the ice wall off and fill up our water tankards and stuff?
Yes. Good point. Yes, you could. So
Cool.
yes, you have water. GM is just going to nip out for a second, get a drink, come back, and then on with the game.
Good thinking, Aiden. Nice one.
Have we seen anything edible since we've been here?
Tarquin has. Sorry. That was really poor taste. Sorry.
Maybe Demos's arm.
It's been frozen, so.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the plan? Very cautiously exit, and we toddle off to try and get the sword, right?
Well, I think sounds like once we get the sword, that's it, right? We're out of here.
Oh yeah.
The question is whether we're going to run into the TPP or not, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. I was interested to hear that there was a perhaps hint of something of metal, a sound of metal, that Neathanol heard. I wonder.
Yeah.
Let's be extra cautious. Mathan's going to offer to see if she can strap Tarquin's arm, Alex. So I don't know. I mean, with her immense, her first actually, that's using first aid. Her first aid is 57. It's not ridiculous, not atrocious, but just with her reputation, doing more harm than good.
Oh, look, she's giving it a go. Participation award.
Yeah. Well, she will offer to Tarquin to strap his arm or do whatever to try and reduce that minus, because I believe that's what we can do with first aid. Was that a medium or a light wound? I wasn't listening, I have to admit. Do you remember?
No.
Oh,
Can we say light?
We'll just ask Chris when he's back and just check. But yeah. Check that. Let's get confused.
Okay. Sorry, the GM's having a munch of pear. What do you do?
Mathan will approach Tarquin and offer to bind his arm wound to reduce the penalty. There's a muscle tendon injury, and it says that it can be used to bind light wounds. I'm sorry, I don't recall. Was it a light wound?
No, it's a medium wound because it's
okay, so
it's 30. It's 30.
So that's true. I was thinking for hits per round, of course. So no help there, unfortunately. I think, is that correct?
Does she have as first aid? First aid can be used to bind a light wound and reduce the penalty. This is a light maneuver. First aid can do nothing for more serious injuries.
Yeah.
And if she has second aid, it's the same.
Yeah. No help there, unfortunately. Not sure if you'd want to anywhere near him anyway.
It's quite a serious cut to his arm.
Sorry, and I think we're out of any useful herbs for. Yeah.
Okay.
What advantage of not having a proper healer in your party?
What do you do?
Should we refloat Demos?
Yeah,
Or should we...
Leif's happy to do that. With prep, and he probably didn't even unattach him from his pack. So I guess the plan is to same as previously. Same order. Wanting to exit really carefully from our building, and make our way very carefully to the temple with floating demos.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think having a bit of a lookout on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as we come out, just to give a bit of a perception, look out the window, listen at the door before we open it up.
Yep.
This is Neathanol, and proceed with caution.
Okay. Can you give me a master perception roll, please?
38 plus 82.
Having a look out the window, having a look out the door, Neathanol, you can't see or hear anything untoward.
Okay.
I rolled a float spell for Demos, if that's okay.
Sure thing, so long as it's not a failure, you're all good.
No. Yeah, it was 75, all good.
Right. Yep, mark it down. All experience.
Yep. I did have the order. Do you want the order?
Yes, please. Love it when players are prepared.
Yes.
Yep.
Gray.
Yep.
Etienne, Tarquin, Karios, Neathanol, Leif with Demos and Mithan.
Lovely. Thank you very much. So, you head out, you've checked, you've looked outside, looked around. As far as Neathanol is concerned, there is nothing there. You step outside the door, rinse and repeat of exactly what you did the previous day. You are here. This is the now very well-known building complex that you're in. So you're in that middle one there. Actually, not quite there. You're there. This kind of amphitheater is behind you. Where do you go, please?
I think we'll just retrace our steps from last time.
Sure.
And go find that yellow brick road. Follow it all the way to the temple.
Okay, cool. So you come out here and you get to here. More mouldering ruins around here. Very cautious. Tell me where. Give me a direction when you get to there, please.
Well, presumably our character's memory might be a little bit better than ours, but I think it's off to the left somewhat, isn't it? And up. But picking out the same buildings as before, past the collapsed one, and going through until we meet the yellow brick road, and then following that up to the temple.
Okay. Any changes from where you're heading now?
Just the same as before.
Sure. The thing is, it's misty, and it's you think you're going in the right way, but are you? You don't know.
All right, I'll do a memory check then, please.
Okay. Master.
Nathaniel rolls 78 and whispers to the others, I think it was this way, and points.
Okay.
He has a memory of plus 26.
26. Cool. Okay.
Would you like to check that against someone else's memory?
See, he's got the best memory.
Was only 2 days ago, so it's not a particularly hard check. But yep, give me a roll.
Leif's got plus 8. I don't know if that's any. I hope it's masked.
It is.
He rolled 2.
Yeah. Etienne's memory is not good.
What's his bonus, please, Leif?
Plus 8 for Leif.
Okay. So Neathanol thinks it's off in this kind of direction, and Leif, you'd agree. You think it's off there as well.
We'll go that way then.
So you stumble your way around. You find your way coming out into just this the horrible filth of Tarak Nev. GM's just going to check his map as well. One sec. Is the GM lost as well? No, he's not. Good. So, just go there. Yep. So, whoops, Daisy. So coming back to the map, yeah, both Mithan and Leif, your memory does appear to be correct, and select your characters like that. You stagger off in this direction, and indeed, getting to about here, you find these gold-flecked paving stones. You came actually a little bit slightly the wrong way, and you ended up striking the edge of the temple itself first. You backtrack a little bit. You can see here that dotted line there is your proverbial yellow brick road. You're actually aiming for over here, so you weren't quite right, but you were close enough. And indeed, you come to the now quite familiar temple, and the GM will change maps. So you'd initially come down, and you'd found the ruins and this path of golden bricks, by the looks of it, or gold flecked bricks. You'd come in here and you'd follow it up. This time you actually came up and you actually hit the temple itself. But yes, your direction was correct, and both Leif and Nathaniel, you were right. Just to change your maps. One thing to note over your time in Tarak Nev, every now and then you hear a flute, such as you're hearing now. But when you first arrived, you may recall there was the sounds of children. There was also the sounds of battle, etc. You haven't actually heard those noises for a day or so now. You basically hear what's going on around you at the moment, but that's about it. These strange noises of children, of battle, basically. But yeah, nothing. None of that in the for some time. Now, go. I just need to do a little bit of finagling here, guys. Just take me a second. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's what I wanted. That's pretty good. Cool. So you find yourselves here. You have come around this broken down wall, and your characters find yourselves back in this area here. What do you do, please?
I think we should probably just suss it out. So Nathaniel doesn't mind creeping in through that hole again,
Okay.
probably the passageway. if it's still open.
Okay, let me just find your characters, actually, guys. See, chat amongst yourselves. There we go. That's your characters there.
Does Nathan want to be invisible? I don't know. Perhaps it's not necessary.
I was wondering if we should probably just
get in.
She can, but
yeah,
she's. Need those PowerPoints, right?
Yeah, and also these creatures seem to have they've probably got other senses anyway.
She's not going to have. I just want to make sure there's nothing creeping around the main. But that bat thing is back on its pedestal.
Oh gosh.
Just got to do a little bit of rearranging. Nearly with you. How many characters have we got? Is that all of you? There's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I'm missing one. Who am I missing?
Demos.
Demos. I'm missing somebody.
Well, you got the incredible floating man.
Oh, damn it. Yep. I do.
Dirigible Demos.
Yes. The hell am I missing? Coming. I thought I prepared this earlier, but I had not. Alright. I've got most of you anyway. Find out who it is in a second, I'm sure. I think it actually is Neathanel Solid. Is it?
That's how sneaky she is.
That's how sneaky she is, exactly. It is Neathanel, damn it. Yeah. Cool.
She's cast invisibility to GMs.
Yes, that's right. Got
me. Safe thing to do.
Paste. Bang. Okay. Just gonna change this. Boom. Boom. There she is. There she is. There she is. Zoom. 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 Forward. So there she is. Okay, finally. Sorry, guys. That took a second or so. Great. So you've come around this wall, and you're now back at this familiar temple. What do you do?
So I think Nathaniel's gonna just scoot out ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the tunnel entrance in front of us, is it?
Yeah. So when you originally came here, there was this. You can just see it here.
Yeah. So she'd like to, Chief Sneak, please sneak up, and she just wants to poke her head in there and just check there's no bat-winged demonic company.
Give me a stalking perception, please.
83 plus 82.
And negative 15.
Sorry, yeah, for this perception, isn't it?
No, this is for her stalk.
Oh, stalk, sorry. Then the plus is 119 minus 15.
Cool. It's tricky where she's walking, because she's walking over rubble, etc. So she makes a little bit of noise here. It's not impossible to be completely silent, but she thinks she's pretty quiet. She gets down on her hands and knees, and she peers, as she did the very first time you came here, a matter of a day or so back, peers through. Give me a perception roll, please.
57 plus 82 minus 15.
Thank you. The chamber that she's peering into, and she obviously has somewhat limited field of view. I mean, she's looking around. She can't see all of it from the fact that she's low down. Appears to be empty. There's nothing in there. She can't see anything above her or immediately inside this chamber. Nothing appears to be here. It's as you left it.
She'll creep a bit further in just to make sure, and I guess she's interested to see if the Batwing thing is back on its pedestal.
Okay. Looking in and around, she can't see the Batwing thing on its pedestal, and she stands up. She gets into the room, stands up and looks around. She thinks the room is as it was when you left it.
Okay, she'll creep back and tell the others it's safe to proceed.
And do you proceed? Any changes that I need to be aware of? Anything you're doing?
No, standard marching order, and we'll go in. Oh, actually, there's a hole in the wall now, isn't there?
Very big hole in the wall. Yeah.
It'll be easier to go through there, right?
Absolutely.
Make less noise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, we'll go in that way then.
Is anybody else not doing that? Anybody else doing anything? No. Okay. Thanks. You enter this terrible place again. It is as you left it. There is the rotting, decaying corpse of the thing that spiked poor Demos here. There is the steps up to the altar, which you're now quite familiar with. There are the two doors that you opened up. Ah, there are your characters. How about that? Back there already. Here's these guys. There are the two doors that you opened, that one there and that one there. That's where the spiked demon was. There's the decaying, rotting tapestry that you're now familiar with. There's the double doors here. You've been into this antechamber, but you obviously haven't been out the other side of it. And so you've seen these doors, but you don't know what's on the other side of this these doors or this building. There is a missing statue on this plinth, and the kind of the hologram type statues which I had indicated last time are still kind of flickering as they were last time. There are still the two closed doors here as well. Other than that, it's silent. What do you do?
So in terms of the flicker, which are on and which are off, as it were, the statues, are we able to make a sort of pattern of that? Because I'm wondering whether it correlates with the stuff on the table through the tapestry. Is that?
You had thought Tarquin had gone through a sequence of putting things into slots, and it seemed like it activated these almost semi-hologram images of these various statues.
Right. Should we turn them all on or turn them all off?
They're currently on, by the way.
All of them?
Yes.
What do you think? I mean, it didn't go so well last time we kind of had them on, so...
Yeah, let's turn them off.
So should we go towards the tapestry? And then I'll just poke a head in on the far side away from the trapdoor. Just check there's nothing in there. Quick head in, head out.
Nothing there. The broken flagstone is there. The terrible stairs leading downstairs are still there, but nothing is in there.
Okay. So we probably want a plan, don't we?
Yep.
Like, what are we going to do this time that's different?
And what are we going to do with Demos? Do we leave him on the stairs?
Yeah, I think we've got to take him down there, and we can't leave him floating around up here.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like, is there a way that we can have like the big guns up the front, but still try and have a way that Karios can shoot anything that comes towards us, like quickly? Like if there's a word that she shouts and we all just drop, and then she can shoot straight through everyone. I don't know.
So what's Karios? How's she going again? What's Karios' points
She's
on?
good. She's all
She's
good.
Right. Well, I think the best case scenario, right, is that we go back down there and those horrible priests, undead priests, are back at the table, right? That would be ideal, because then I guess we'll blast them and try and obliterate them before they're activated. If they are in the corridor, then I guess it's a pitch battle again, isn't it? And I thought the idea you came up with last time, Pete, of isolating one at a time was as good as any. It seemed to work quite well. So wood wall behind the first, Karios unleashing, and then maybe in with Etienne's holy sword or something.
Yep.
Does that work?
Yep. We need sources of light. So Leif might put a light spell on him. I wonder if light spells are the way to go, because then they're just on people and no one's having to carry anything. We can't drop anything.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I'll just see what that's. Yeah, so Leif can do like 3 or 4 light spells, or five light spells on people. How would that work? How would that be?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you reckon? I feel like would Karios need one so that she can always see where she's aiming?
All right. Yep. And I think it's best for Leif to do this, because he does. I mean, he's got 60 power points, just because he's got a decent multiplier, and he doesn't need his power points particularly for other stuff. So happy for him to do it. So one on Karios.
Is that the light law?
Yeah. So it's going to do light dark, which is it's like that. Yeah, which is light's a 10-foot radius area around the point touch. The spell is cast onto a target. They get a resistance roll. If they succeed, the area of effect is centered on the point. If the resistance roll succeeds, the area of the anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sure people choose to fail a resistance roll. Be a willing target to have a light spell cast on them. I assume they can.
Yes.
Yeah. So it'll just move with them. So a 10-foot radius, which isn't huge, but I assume that goes out. That's where it's lit. I'm sure it extends somewhat.
It does. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good enough.
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay.
I think obviously we probably want to not get in the position where we were last time, where we've got to deal with those shrieking things and the mummies at the same time. So ideally, we tackle the priest undead things in the earlier part of the corridor.
Yeah.
Get way through that. Then if the shriek things have come back, we'll tackle them separately.
And don't forget, no metal.
Yeah.
On the last part of that U-bend. On the last. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to determine an order?
Yeah, I think. I'm wondering. However, saying that about Etienne's sword, I wonder if he's better trying to turn them.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we just need probably, because if Karios and one other fighter could go at the front, she could flatten herself against the wall, and she's not. So she could cast and flatten herself against the wall, and then Etienne could still cast behind because he'd still be able to see. Do we need a light source further down the passage?
Ideally.
I'm just wondering if it's worth casting one sort of down the other end of the passageway or something.
It's only got a range of 10 foot.
Ah.
So he, no, it doesn't. It's got a range of touch.
Well, maybe if he just jogs down the end of the passage and back, then that'll be fine.
Yeah, no worries. We could always cast it on something and then throw the thing down the passage.
Mm-hmm.
Cast it on a stone and chuck that down, or float the stone down. Just give it a push down the hallway.
Yeah. Something like that would be great. And then, yeah, okay. So let's just say we go down there. The zombies aren't in the passageway, and they're around the table. How do we best destroy them?
Harsh language. No.
I'll just bring them down. Just
Yep. Please undermine their self-confidence. No.
Okay, we got some rude names.
Smelly. No. I mean, the person who deals the biggest damage is Karios, right, with an ice bolt, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, and I've got the 1 a day slaying attack as well.
Oh yeah.
But that's for shock or lightning. But yeah.
Or we just doesn't seem to take up. And we could just wall them in, of course, but that only lasts a certain amount of time.
Ice wall doesn't.
Didn't they crash?
We didn't have ice wall last time, I don't think. Just wood walls. But ice wall ice wall can be chipped through, so same thing. You're right.
Because it's probably going to take us quite a few rounds, isn't it? So we've got to figure out how to get the sword past the flames and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So that could take some time. Yeah. And we still haven't actually got a plan of how we're going to get past the flames and get the sword, have we?
No, but we don't want to be doing that under pressure, so clearing it out of any enemies first is the first, I reckon.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, maybe you could cast light on a stone or something. And you can cast the first stone.
I'll just raise one more thing. The only other option might be if to go with stealth and have no one's creepy enough, and like sneak in and no, cool. Yep. So Leif will do a light spell on a piece of rock or something to give to Nathaniel. I assume she can sort of hide it or throw it down the hallway if she's going in first. Is she? Who's going first? Or Etienne?
I think the Etienne doesn't have good. I wonder. Ideally, right, we'd have someone at the front who can protect Karios and allow Etienne to cast. So we'd probably need one warrior to volunteer to go at the front with a magic weapon that, if they get close, can protect the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Etienne can do it, but he won't be able to cast. I just think it's better he casts while someone else chops.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. And he's got a suitable magic weapon, isn't he?
Yes, he's got a magic axe.
Oh, yes.
Gray, Karios, Etienne. We want Mathan with a wall nearest the front.
Mm-hmm.
So Gray, then Karios, and then Etienne, then Mathan. Tarquin's still not feeling so well.
He could go at the back. Maybe Tarquin could look after Floaty Demos.
And where do you want Nathaniel?
She can't really. She's got a dagger, but that's quite close quarters. So I mean, she can cast from a distance, maybe, but not much, to be honest. So
let's go. Leif, Nathaniel, Tarquin, and Tarquin can hold Demos
on his leash.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Chris. Cool. So yes, where do we want light on grey?
Yep.
Or light on Karios. So light on Karios, on a stone,
One stone.
on Mithan, and on Tarquin. Yeah.
Okay.
That many? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do four. So we'll do a couple of rounds prep for each spell. I'm gonna do. Is all right? Do these light spells?
Yeah, sure,
first?
sure. So do 4 of them and just no failures, please.
Yep. 2, 3. Oh, there's 1.
Okay. What number spell is that?
This is the third spell.
Third spell.
Oh, is it?
Give me a roll, and it's not an overcast or anything, is it?
No, absolutely not.
So give me a roll, and you want a very low number.
Is 69 low?
69 is pretty low. I think you'll be fine. Apparently inconvenience. That's strange. Apparently inconvenient distraction causes caster to cast a useless spell, but not lose the spell points. Stun 1 round. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
Roll,
Thank you.
roll again. Another 2, please.
It's fine. So that was cool. Four light spells. They last for 100 minutes.
Great. Thank you. It's very useful to know. And on who or what, please?
So 1 on the stone.
Yes.
On a stone.
Yep.
1 on Karios. 1 on Mithan. 1 on Tarquin.
Tarquin. Cool. Great.
Is that enough? Do we want 1? I think we should do 1 more, actually. Personally. Yeah, 1 on SN too, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Success.
Cool. Yes.
Now, these are 10 foot, is that right?
Yeah, the spell just is lights a 10-foot radius area around the point touched.
Okay. So, assuming the point was touched on Karios, that's 10 foot there, and then to your point, Pete, shadows and dimness further out here, so you'd still be able to see something at least away from 10 foot. It's not just 10 foot. It's there, and then I've actually got the description of what it is. I've actually got this written down somewhere. 1 second.
Oh, nice.
Actually, you've got it written down too. It's in the Chromatic Codex. The font of
magic.
Yep. So if you no, it's in the very front page. It's in Vision. It's on the second page. These rules may change slightly for individual races once the GM finalizes, but normal vision, full moon, you can see visibly up to 50 foot. Human can. Indoor with artificial light, clear visibility within the light source, dimly visible, -40 to perception, up to half the light's radius again. So a human would be able to see everything within that 10 foot, and then -40 to perception up to 15 foot. Does that make sense? Yep. An elf, for example, indoor light with artificial light, clear visibility up to twice the light source's range, dimly visible up to, extends double the range beyond the illuminated area. So in an elf's case, they would be able to see 20 foot clearly, and then they'd have a -20 to perception for another 20 or so foot after that. Does that make sense?
Nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Cool. Thank you.
To refresh your and your character's memories, I mean, it's only been a matter of goodness. Where's my calendar? Today is the 26th. You went down 2 days ago, the 24th. You first went down into this terrible black pit. So it's only been 2 days for your characters. For us, it's been something like a month and a half. So your characters would be aware that the distances down below are not massive. These tunnels are not huge.
Yeah.
It's 1 o'clock, guys. Do we want to play on? Do we want to pause there? What are people's thinking?
I could go a little longer.
I've got some
Cool.
admin stuff I need to get done for the week, so not too much longer.
Half one?
Sure.
Alex, is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, not another hour, but another 30 minutes. Cool. Okay. That's your prep. What do you guys want to do?
Right. So, just having a quick whispered conversation. First of all, check that the trap door isn't the beastie that was over the top has gone. Right. Go to the table, deactivate, move the things. Well, Tarquin probably knows how best to do that. Deactivate all the creatures that have appeared, and then go creep down into the corridor. Lobbeth the stone down the other end of the corridor, so we can see down the end, or at least by the door, and then proceed in. If there are zombie priests in the passageway, we repeat what we were doing before, only much more successfully. And if they're not there and they're in the sitting around the table again, we trash the place. That's the plan, right?
Sounds good.
All right.
Perfect plan.
Okay. So you execute the first part of that. Tarquin goes in and rearranges the objects on the table. Just a refresher. A long high table in this room holds crystals and knobs. Tarquin has fiddled around with the crystals, and he's put them in different places and moved them around a bit. He basically takes them all out and switches the switches off, and peering out from the tapestry, peering out into the room, you confirm ultimately that all of the kind of ghostly three-dimensional kind of hologram, I'm going to use that term. Your characters wouldn't know what a hologram is, but hologram image of these things appear. The only ones that remain are the ones that are here. So there was this thing here. I'll just show you some images. There was this thing. This is not to be anywhere to be found. There was this thing, this one, and then this one. So 1, 2, 3 still remain on their pedestals. Of this one, there is no sign. And 1 is here, 2 is here, and then there is a third down the back, down here. Okay. But all of the other pedestals now no longer have this kind of these apparition figures over them. You're now poised at the top of the flight of relatively steep stairs going down into this black, foul pit. You look at each other, take a deep breath, and do what?
Should we start clobbering?
Clobbering.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Destroy those statues. Or no, we're turning them off, aren't they? The hologram.
Yeah, just turn them off, and then we're going to have just checking the trapdoor as we left it.
It is. Yep. So it's smashed. There's quite a little bit of rubble down there. So you'll be stepping on bits of gravel and lumps of stone and things like that as you go down. You smashed it completely. Flagstone. Yep.
Okay. So we'll continue as planned. Go down the staircase, obviously taking due being very careful about that. Until we get down to the corridor and then take it from there.
Okay. GM's just going to load map. How are we feeling?
Press save. Can we press save here?
That'd be so handy.
Let's reload.
Respawn.
Okay.
That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Uh,
Ah.
I thought you guys loved this place.
oh, we keep coming back.
You do keep coming back. You do keep coming back. All right. So party order. I did take a screenshot of it. I'll just get this straight. So we had Grey. We then had Brave Karios. We then had Etienne. We had Mithan. Then Leif. Then Ethanol. Then Tarquin. And then Tarquin with floating Demos. What is, to Tarquin, what is your plan with Demos, please?
Keep him safe.
Keep him safe? Yep.
Just look after him.
She says very, very hesitantly. Okay. look,
use him as a body shield from anything coming up behind.
look after him? Question mark. Love that. I am going to. I think it was Leif with a torch. Yes, it is. So copy. Can I do this? I'm not gonna. I haven't pre-cooked it enough, I'm afraid, to get everybody with lighting exactly correct. So just forgive me. We've talked about who's got what, but let me just do something else. Okay, is that gonna play nice? No, it's not. That might work. There we go. Did that work? It did. Huzzah. That's good. Okay. Just coming. Right. So we've got Grey out in front, and we're just going to put the rest of your characters up here. Preparation, but Grey is very bravely in the lead. How's Grey feeling about that, I wonder?
Sums it up.
Okay. So, coming to the lighting. Yeah, there we go. Oh, damn it. And Grey's not lit, unfortunately. Resume game. I'm going to put Leif there, because Leif does have some light. Okay. So, you come downstairs. If you recall, do it from this angle here. Do it from this angle. There we go. That's good. All right. So you've taken all the preparations that you've just described. You I love that comment from Darkwood. Carefully. You have cast those light spells as described. You've come down, if you remember, you come down the first flight of stairs, and then there's a landing, and then you turn a corner, and then you come down this flight of stairs that you can see on screen. You're not massively in the depths, so you're not going down a colossal distance. You'd estimate you're only about 20 or 30 foot below ground, so it's not like you're traveling down a huge way under the horrendous temple above you. Sound of Tarek Nev above you begins to fade, and just the sound of this crypt is now in your ears. You have got a lump of stone that you have put a light spell on, and where do you? Is it floating? Was that the plan?
I think we were going to just lob it down the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Or at least the door.
Yep. That would be. So we'll do that in a second, and we'll ask Gray to do that. Now, Leif is not there. Gray is the first person in your order. Gray, the little counter I have for Gray doesn't have a light source attached to it, so totally ignore Leif. He's not there. It's just simply to illuminate. Gray, you've come to the top of the stairs, and you're looking down this passageway. Can you give me a perception roll, please, Gray? Yep. You haven't lobbed anything yet, by the way. You haven't chucked anything yet.
He's getting his arms stretched out. Oh,
yep.
He's rolled a 1.
It's must. It is must.
Oh, good.
It is must.
Wonderful. A 100.
A 100. Sure thing. And what's his perception?
49.
49. Cool. So the length of this is, I've got it here, something like 60 foot. So the light is, what did we just say for elves? Is Gray an elf or a half elf? He's a half elf, isn't he?
Half.
Yep.
Yeah, just half.
Yep. So
the good half.
The good half. So he would see effectively 10 foot for sure with the light spell, 15 foot for sure, and then probably half that again. So call it 25 foot out. So your vision, Gray, would effectively reach to about there. From what you can initially see, there is nothing in the corridor. You are holding, I'm assuming it's you, Gray, you are holding a rock, a lump of stone, with a light spell cast on it. So you have light in front of you. Gray, what do you do?
Love it.
Love it. Cool. Could you give me an agility roll? Obviously, the higher the better, and add on your agility bonus, please.
Cool. God, that's not great. There's a mast.
Nope.
His agility. Okay, so 26 overall.
The whole thing. 26. That's not a great roll.
Yeah.
So just as
not a great roll.
Not a great roll. Just remember that when stuff's either masked or not masked, basically, if it's something visible that other people can see, it's not going to be masked, right? So that's pretty poor, actually, Gray. And I'm going to say you were aiming to lob this lump of stone all the way down the end of the corridor to illuminate the end of this corridor. That's a poor throw, and you only chuck it here. So the light is here. There's a rattle of stone. You do make out the remains of a corpse here. The door is closed, and there is the faint outline of another body here as well. That door is closed, but there's quite a loud kind of crunch, rattle of the stone, and it rests there. There's no sound from down below.
All right, so they're inside, probably. Let's just have a quick conflab about our order of attack. Not once, we think. No. So
Get a cooey.
yeah, cool. I'll just pop round some sugar. So if they are like they were last time, then they just sat there, didn't they? We could have tickled their chins and nothing much would have happened. Although I don't think we touched them, did we?
No tickling was done.
No. So do we allow Karios to sort of? We open the door. Karios fires a bolt at one of them. And see what happens, or what do you think? Because if they all become awake when they're attacked, we still only want them one at a time. So do we see if Karios, so if you attacked, and then if they start moving, we drop the ice wall?
Yep.
I wonder if though. I mean, it's a different matter because that room was somewhat bigger. If they are just sitting at their tables, why don't we move in and 3 behind each one, and we just all attack them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've got room. I mean, depending on what. Yeah. Anyway, first thing is though we do want to engage them. So the first thing is to open the door, right?
That would obviously mean we'd all be attacking them at the same time, but that's fine. Yeah. We just to make sure we killed them. How many are there? We've killed 2, right?
Yeah.
Just 2 left. Well, there's 2 bodies.
I think there were 5, and we killed 3.
Oh, is that right? Okay, yeah. Well, let's do that.
Yeah.
What do you remember, GM?
I do. Absolutely, I do.
Good. Can you remind us? I'm sure we would remember. Well, we turned 1. We definitely killed. I definitely recall 2 of them going down. I don't know about a third.
Yeah, true. 3 patches. 5 seated figures. Yep.
Right.
Nathan pushes opens the door. 5 seated figures around the table. Chalice in the middle of the table.
Okay. All right. We'll give it a crack then.
Just give me
Let's
one little second to just do some.
Reminding everybody that some of us have weapons that are quite good against demons. I'm not sure about the undead though. Well, yeah. So obviously Etienne's got his braces on, rainbow braces for 2 points effectiveness of any repel undead skill. Somebody's got a platinum. Oh yeah. Karios, don't forget you've got that platinum ring. Shock or lightning bolt attack against an undead becomes a slaying attack once per day. So that'd be a good thing to use. I think the rest of it's demon stuff, isn't it? We could always pop off to the void if that.
What was it?
Oh dear.
We do have the dust, of course, the demon claw powder. Obviously, if we spread that across the doorway, they wouldn't be able to.
As if they're demons.
It says or evil spirits or demons can't cross.
Can we do a lore check, a knowledge check to know if our impression of what these are would qualify?
Well, they're definitely undead because we turned Etienne turned 1.
True.
So that's. I mean, evil spirit is undead, isn't it? I mean, you know.
Oh well, let's do that then.
And then just leave them alone.
Don't know. I don't think it's going to be enough, but.
Or we have a crack at attacking them. Has everyone got a dustpan and brush? Can we sweep the powder back up?
Gray's got a loincloth.
That'll do. I'd rather he kept that on, to be fair.
So this, by the way, has been happening in real time. Obviously, your chat.
All right.
That's right. No, it's not. No, all good. Keep chatting.
Okay. So we're going in the room and we're slicing them up.
Okay. Can I please ask for roll from firstly Gray, then Karios, then Etienne. A perception roll, please. First one for Gray.
Gray,
Yep.
Well, 21,
21, just a second. Okay, and what's his bonus, please?
49,
Okay, cool. Excellent. And then Etienne?
54.
54. Yep. Plus.
Oh shoot! Hang on. Sorry. Can you just move to the next? Sorry, I just closed. I don't know why I've closed that.
Okay, Karios, what was yours, please? Hello, Karios?
Yeah, sorry, the keyboard's.
Oh, yep.
ATM is plus 38.
Let's come to Karios in a second. Okay. Plus. So hang on, just to check, Etienne, you rolled. What was the dice roll, please?
54 plus 38.
Right. Okay. And then lastly, Karios, please.
74 plus 35.
Cool. All right. Very good. What do you do?
Well, Gray, you're leading, so we're all going to go open the door, check there's nothing too nasty happening in there yet, surround them and all stab and blast them at the same time. Apparently.
Okay, Gray, you are in front. So, are you moving? Yeah. Tell me what Gray does. Hello.
Sorry, he's going to very gingerly creep towards that door and slowly open it, and then poke his head around.
Okie dokie. So
He's got his axe up.
Yep.
And he's going to attack with anything. If anything comes, he's going to swing it and attack.
Yep. Sure thing. So we had Gray. Actually, it would be helpful if Gray then Karios. Is that right? I do have an image
yes,
of the party order. Yep.
Yes, I think it's Gray then Karios.
Okay. Gray then Karios then Etienne. Yep. Thank you. Etienne. Demos. Oops. Fiddly. Actually, I'm just going to do this off screen for a second. Cool. Just give myself some more lights. Oops. Lights. There we go. Oh, that's easier. But it helps when you can see. Sake, Leif. I've got everybody I need except for there's Etienne, and then after Etienne was Leif, correct?
But Mithan?
Oh, Mithan. Yeah, cool. I do have a copy of this, but it's actually on the other screen, so it's easier if you do it. Then after Mithan was Leif. Yep. Then Neathanol. All right. And then at that stage, I'm pretty much out of space for both Tarquin and then Demos at the end. Great. Thank you. That's superb. All right. Lighting. Back to lighting. There we go. The door opens inwards from memory. I'm saying it does it anyway. Gray, you are up at the door. You are holding your axe. Are you doing anything else? Are you holding anything else that I should be aware of?
He's got a shield as well.
Axe and shield. What a brave guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And describe what you do, please.
Okay. He's gonna gently open that door, and then, have a sniff, check what's in there, and then poke his head in.
Done.
Slowly.
Just 1 second.
Any sign of movement, he's gonna either close that door if he can, or attack.
Done.
Oh, it gave me a fright.
Big door you got then.
It is actually. Actually, sorry. Too many sound effects. This is the door. Great.
Need oil and hinges.
Great. Now there's enough lights coming in. I mean, there's the light from the stone that you threw. There's also light on Karios, and there's enough light for you to see. So you push and open the door, and I have some information for you coming into your chat right now. Ray, I'm just going to take a second to do this. No, wrong one. So that one. There we go. Thank you. Coming into your chats. Just going to take a second, Gray.
Cool.
Coming. Okay, great. Information coming into your chat now. So Gray, you see that what I have just described, and you
Okay.
and all of you, all of you just hear this terrible, dread voice. Qatar! And
Say what?
Gray, I would like you to make a resistance roll in a second.
Does a shield help?
Let's find out. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to roll the attack in the open. Exclamation mark R space D100. There's the 80.
Oh, great.
80.
Do I roll?
No, just a sec. 80 plus plus yikes. Gray does not wear armor, correct?
No.
He does not. It's within 10 foot, so yeah, all of those bonuses. Let me just check. Oh, and combat music on. Okie dokie. What level is Gray, please?
8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Gray. Do you want me to tell you what you need to beat in terms of a resistance roll?
No.
You don't want to know?
No.
Okay. It's more than 100, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Could you make a roll, please? Make it a really high one. That'd be my suggestion.
Yes.
And add on your channeling, please.
Okay. 9.
Yeah, nine's not really high, I'm afraid.
Not really high. His channeling isn't that high either. It's +2.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Total score of 11.
Cause
So should we go back to the inn and then sleep another?
Yeah, let's go back. Can you float me?
So, just as a quick aside, when you guys read this module, after your time in Taraknev is done, no matter what happens, believe it or not, you will read that I'm actually going nicely on you. And this is one of those moments, please remember, this is one of those moments where I'm going nicely on you. Like to give you a fighting chance. Gray, can you please roll a 1d5?
Yep. One.
Actually, sorry. Discount. Roll again. Discount a 1.
What do you discount a 1? Okay.
Yep. Roll again.
I'm on 2. 3.
Okay. Yeah. Gray, your right hand is utterly useless, and you drop your axe. Intense, like your arm just isn't there anymore as far as your arm is concerned. It just doesn't exist. You actually don't have an arm.
Has it like been blown off?
No, it just, your body just ignores the fact that you have a right arm. Doesn't exist.
Right.
Yep.
Cool.
And that is, so that's that action. Let's go into rolling initiative.
We're at kind of 1:30 actually, Chris.
We're at 1:30. Okay, that's probably where we're going to leave it. Thank you. We're bang on 1:30. That's where we're going to leave it for next time.
Oh my.
Shut the door when you're done, will you, Gray?
With the left hand.
Yeah. Pick up your axe and we'll go on.
Thanks for the heads up, Graham. I am going to roll credits now. Welcome back to the crypt, guys.
Oh man. What was the word? Was it charge?
Ka-cha! I don't know what it is.
Oh, sorry, because your voice cut out, the sound cut out right then for us.
I think it was cry, wasn't it? I just want to go to a place where there are flowers in the field, there's an ice cream truck, there's an animal sanctuary.
Yes.
People are nice.
People are nice. Yes. I'm gonna stop the recording in a second. Pete and Graham, I had asked that we do a test on Twilight. Let's do that for our game this coming Wednesday, please. And with that, we're going to switch off the recording.